So in this video I will be showing you on how to attend an exam from a student's dashboard. So right now I'm going to log in into a student's profile. I am trying to log in using the student's email address and I am right now entering all the credentials. So as you can see right now I am in the student's dashboard. So now the student has to take up the exam. For that, the student has two options. One is to click on this notification icon on the top right hand corner, or he can go to his daily tasks and click on assessments and take the exam from there. So right now I'm going to click on my notifications. So as you can see, a notification has come up saying that assessment has been assigned to me on this date and the submission date is also provided. So I'm going to click on that particular assessment. When I click on that assessment, it takes me to that particular assessment page. So as you can see, this is the assessment that has been assigned to me by the teacher called Ajwal. So as you can see, all the details regarding the exam will be shown here. Also, you can see a notification here that says that this assessment must be attempted before 6th of November at 10:56 a.m. So please make sure that the student needs to complete this before the time that is shown here, or after that the student will not be able to complete the exam. So right now I'm going to attempt this examination assigned to me. So let's start from the first question, which is a multiple choice question. So as you can see, the first question is what is 2 plus 2, and points is the maximum number of marks I can score for this particular question. So as you can see, the question is here and the answers, which is, since this is a multiple choice question, I have four options here: 2, 4, 6 and 8. So those are the possible answers to this particular question. So as a student, I have to click on the right answer here. So the right answer to this question is 4. So what I'm going to do is I am going to click on to that box that is just to the left side of each option here. So as you can see, for each option there is a square box next to that. So I am going to click on the correct answer, which is 4. So a blue tick mark will appear here. So as a student, I'll have to choose the correct answer from this multiple choice question options. So I'm right now moving on to the second question. Second question is a true or false question, and the question is 2 into 8 is 20. So 2 times 8, 20 is a wrong answer. So I have two options here, true, which is true or false. So as a student, I'll have to choose the what is the correct answer here. And 2 into 8 is not 20, so which means the answer is false. So I'm going to click on that false answer here. So if you choose true, it is the wrong answer. So again, the student has the option to choose whichever is the correct answer to this question. So this is a true or false question, and I have chosen the correct answer, which is false. So let's move on to the next question, which is the fill in the blanks. So the question is the answer of 2 plus 2 is dash. So as you can see here, there is a box. So this is from where the student will have to enter the correct answer. So the question is the answer of 2 plus 2 is this dash, and the question also says it has to be answered in words. So 2 plus 2 is 4. So I'm going to type in the correct answer here. So here inside the box you have to place your cursor and then you have to type the correct answer. So this is a fill in the blanks type of a question. So the answer should be relevant to that. So I have completed that question. So I'm just now moving on to the next question, which is file a response. So file a response basically means you have to answer the question as a document. So right now we were all answering right from the system itself by clicking on to the correct answer or typing in the correct answer as you saw in the fill in the blanks question type. But in this file a response type, you'll have to answer by uploading your answer into a file as a document or as a presentation or as an Excel sheet or however the question is demanding. So whatever is the question is, you have to answer accordingly. So as you can see here, the question is write the multiplication table up to 10 of numbers from 1 to 20. So in the question it is said that you have to use an Excel document. So that means you'll have to answer it in an Excel sheet and then you'll have to upload it. So for that you can see here you have something called as choose files. So as you may know, you have to click on choose files and then it will take me to the uh, device, to my device, from where I'll have to upload the relevant document. So as a student you'll have to correctly enter the answers into an Excel sheet and then you'll have to upload the relevant document. So right now as you can see I'm trying to upload it from my as an Excel sheet from my respective device. So right now I'll be uploading a document here. And as you can see I have uploaded a relevant answer key. So for that the student will have to open an Excel sheet or whatever the teacher is suggesting. The teacher will be suggesting the type of document that is to be uploaded in the question itself. So it could be an Excel document or a Word document, and accordingly the student will have to type the answers into that respective document and then upload it from here. So that is regarding the file a response. So I'll just say that once again. File a response means you'll have to upload the answers as a document like a Word or a presentation or an Excel or an image or an audio or an video that the teacher will be mentioning in the respective question. So let's just move on to the next question, which is an ordering question. So ordering is basically match the following. So as you can see the question and the respective, the option A and the option B, which is the first half and the second half, will be here. So as a student I'll have to match the following, match the left side to the correct half on the right side. So let's start with this question. So as you can see, we in option A to the left side I have the first question, which is 2 into 2, which the correct answer is 4. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to press on my mouse on the right hand side of the respective correct answer, and I'm going to click and drag and put it right across to the question. So the question was 2 into 2 and the correct answer is 4. So I just dragged using this by pressing on to the two bars on the right hand side of the option, and I just dragged and matched it to the correct option on the left hand side. So let us do for the next question, which is 4 into 4. So 4 into 4, the correct answer is 16. So which is laying down here. So I am pressing onto the my mouse onto that two bars, and then when I drag my mouse up, it just goes up and I just place it on the correct side, which is across 4 into 4. So right like that, the next question is 6 into 6. The correct answer is 36. So again I press my mouse onto the two bars and I drag it up and I put it on the right answer. So as you can see now, the this options has been put in the correct format, and that is how the student will do the match the following question. So that question is completed. Hope it was clear. Now I'm moving on to the last question, which is the short answers. So here the difference between file a response and short answers is that the student will be able to enter the answer directly from here. So the student will not have to upload it using a document or anything. The student will have to enter the correct answer in this text box here. So right now I'm going to enter the answer here, and here, as there is no word limit here, but the teacher will be mentioning the word limit here if it is required. So the point is the student will have to write the answer from here, as you can see in this text box for the short answer type questions. So the question is, write briefly about the addition process of single and double digits, and I will be, as a student, I will be writing the answer in this text box here. And then you can click on enter if you want to jump to the next sentence or the next line, and I write the answer here. And right now the questions are all being attempted by me, and as a student I just scroll up and see and go through and verify all my answers here whether it is correct or not. And right now I have it is all correct. And the last important step is, as a student, I come here and I click on this submit button. Only then my answers will be submitted to my teacher. If I don't do it, the teacher will not be able to see my answers. So it is important to click on this submit button after I attempt all the questions. So right now I'm going to click on this submit button. So when I click on submit button, a pop-up appears here saying that, are you sure to submit the assessment? So if you are sure that you have attempted all the questions and the answers are correct, I'm going to click on the OK button. So if you are not sure about it, you can click the cancel button and go back to the assessment and see what it is. If you are okay with submitting the assessment, click on the OK button, and what happens is my exam will be submitted to my teacher. So as you can see right now, the term and assessment which I had just submitted, the evaluation status here shows that it has been submitted for review. So that means this exam has been submitted, and the teacher will be soon evaluating it from the teacher's profile and will be getting back to the student. So that is regarding how to attempt an examination in Edrona LMS. So hope it was clear to everybody. And if you have any clarifications or doubts, please raise it to the teachers, or and I will soon come up with another video regarding clarifications of all your doubts. Thank you so much.